up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Hope you guys are rocking and rolling out there. I'm going to break this one down for you. We have the capo on the first fret. It's in the key of G major. It's not too difficult chord-wise, but I'm going to break it down for you, so hopefully you have fun doing it. Also, I appreciate you checking out all the links I've got below this box, and the comments and liking the video. I appreciate all that stuff. I really do, and I hope this lesson helps you. So let's get to it. Here we go. Okay, so when I go through the progression, there's going to be this D over F sharp chord that happens, and I'm going to give you a couple of options. The D over F sharp is a D chord. Remember, the capo's on the first fret. So it's a D chord with the thumb on the second fret of the E string. The other option is if you're playing a G chord, you can get away with that by just going to that second fret. But it sounds better to go. But you can survive either way. So that's one little note there for you. Because that's going to, the G to the D over F sharp, it happens a lot in the song. So, in fact, that's the first move. Okay, so G, F sharp, E minor. So I'm just going to call this F sharp because it's a handful to say it as it goes by. So that's D over F sharp. I'm just going to say F sharp as it goes by. G, F sharp, E minor, G, A, D. Okay, so let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. G, F sharp, E minor, G, A, D, G, F sharp, E minor, A7, D. So that's that first section there, and it's all the same chords, just a few different things. So check it out again. G, F sharp, E minor, G, A, D, G, F sharp, E minor, now A7 to the D. Next part coming up, and a G, A, D, D, that note, D, C, G, 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 da, 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 da. So the next section, I'll show it to you again, then we'll go all the way back to the beginning. It goes G, A, D, D, that note, D, C. So it's in the bass, you have this D, and then if you're counting up from the capo being 0, it's 1, 2, 3, 4th fret on the A string. You'd call that D over D flat. But the easiest thing, if you're a beginner and you're trying to get through the song, you could play da 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 da. You just skip over it altogether and hit on the D. So watch from that little final section. G, A, D, 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 that note, D, C, somebody. Okay, here it is skipping it over. G, A, D, 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 C, G, G, G. Okay, but the best way if you're a beginner would be when you're playing that note, could just be an A7 to a C. So check it out. G, A, D, 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 A7, D, C. Into somebody. One more time. G, A, D, 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 A7, D, C. Okay, now let's do it from the top of the verse. Okay, G, F sharp, E minor, G, A, D, G, F sharp, E minor, A7 to the D. Next part, G, A, D, 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 A7, D, C, G, 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 G. Can anybody, which we haven't learned yet. One more time from the top of the verse. G, F sharp, E minor. G, A, D, G, F sharp, E minor, A7 to the D, G, A, D, D, A7, B, C, G, 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 G. Now we need anybody, da, da, bong, dong. Okay, so that's anybody, okay, so that's G, F sharp, E minor, C. So that's the one weird, or the one different thing so far is that now it goes to a C chord. So it's G, F sharp over D. I'm just saying F sharp out loud. So G, F sharp, E minor, C, and then a D. But watch the rhythm of the D chord. So watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and, or let's try it with cha cha cha. So it's so it's an upbeat on that D chord. If you're having problems with that, you know, play along with it and you will get it, just like I did. Okay, now let's go from the top. G, A, D, G, F sharp, E minor, A7 to the D, G, A, D, D, A7, D, C, G, 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 F sharp, E minor, C, D, de low. Right back into it. So G, G, F sharp, E minor, C, 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 D, 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 G. Into the next verse. Okay? One more time. G, F sharp, E minor, C, D, G, F sharp, E minor, C, 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 D, D, G. And that G is the G of the second verse. Second verse, same as the first. That's easy to remember, except one thing, the beginning of it. When he says, I work hard, jump. Instead of like that, for that first part of the verse, it holds on G. It goes, I work hard. Just, it's really cool, actually, but just a little different. I would G, 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 F sharp, E minor, G, A7, G. Now it's normal. E minor, A7 to the D, G, A, D, 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 A7, D, C, G, 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 G. Can G, F sharp, E minor, C, D, G. But now it holds on G, and then G7, E works on it. So then we have the verse. So now we have to learn the verse in the song, which, yeah, there is one bar chord, which is, we'll call it F minor. We're just considering the capo as 0. So, you know, it's transposed is what you would say. Okay, so it's in some A on G, G7, now C chord, C, 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 F, A, oh, preach it. You know, so that, then an F major chord, which I'm going to play as a full bar chord F major. Then we take that middle finger off and it becomes F minor. Okay, so from the can anybody G, bolts on G, G7, here comes the bridge. C, C7, F minor. Now we're gonna rock on A. A. Now down to D. And classic. Guitar solo. So do you see that little thing on the D chord? It's they do it with their vocals, but it's that where you're just adding your pinky up a half step on that high E from the D chord. And then the guitar solo is exactly the same as the verses, which is really fun. It goes back to another verse. You know, there's a vocal breakdown, but then there's one final section, which the very end, the only thing different is it goes... it's kind of like after the first chorus when it goes. Just the rhythm. So G, F sharp, E minor, C, D, F sharp, E minor, C, D. There you have it. I hope you had fun. Remember, check out the links I got below that will help you learn guitar. I really appreciate that. Thank you for liking the video, leaving comments. You know, all that stuff helps. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in another video real soon. Take care.